People do terrible things to kids.
Intentionally and unintentionally.
Automatically.
Is that hurting people?
Yeah. No, you see it in supermarkets and parking lots and stuff like that. Yeah.
What do you see?
You see people abusing their kids, saying terrible things to their kids.
I guess it's difficult for parents because they sometimes think, well, I've got to raise a child that's not dysfunctional, so I've got to have to punish them and I've got to have to discipline them as a way to make sure that they grow up to be healthy and well-rounded.
That is sort of how my parents' and grandparents' generation saw their kids. And then people who grew up in Northern Europe completely changed their attitude. Now you go to jail if you hit your kids in Sweden, for example. I think in Holland is also, not in the US. So people have really changed their mind. But in the US, when they talk about the downside of physical punishment of their kids, oftentimes, particularly black people will say, I want to raise my children knowing about right and wrong, and the Bible says I need to punish my children, and that's what I'm doing, and you should not subvert the teachings of my church. And they don't argue with that because, at least not straight on.